And they're off for the Kipco 1,000 guineas of 2022. And Cahet is the first one to show in the journey, leading from Flash Bessie and Discovery through the opening furlong. Quite handy as Prosperous Voyage in the green and pink. They're just ahead of Tuesday and Hello You. Then Malavath, who's racing in midfield in red and white. Over toward the far side is Juncture. Then Zelly, followed then closely by Tenebrism. And behind those in yellow is Amina. Wild Beauty more towards the near side, and Sandrine at the back of the field as they head down towards the final 5 furlongs. And it's Cahet who leads the Guineas field from Discoveries in second. Prosperous Voyage to the outside of Tuesday. Then came Hello You. Flash Betty over toward the far side, and then behind that one is Tenebrism. Next is Malavath, then Amina and Zelly with Sandrine. Wild Beauty been pushed along towards the near side. Juncture still just about last as they race out towards the final 3 furlongs. Cahet from the ridden along Discoveries, then Prosperous Voyage. Malavath now being asked for more. Tuesday looking to come into it there over toward the left hand side. Cahet with a small lead from Discoveries and Prosperous Voyage. Then Malavath, Hello You in Tuesday. Tenebrism is now starting to get rolling as they go inside the final furlong and a half, and it's still Cahet. She's out in front by 2 legs to Tuesday over on the far running rail. Then Discoveries and Prosperous Voyage from Sandrine and Zelly, and then Tenebrism. It's still Cahet. She's out in front by a length or so, and she's finding plenty. Prosperous Voyage and Tuesday trying to get closer. It's Cahet though, and James Doyle for the Guineas double. Cahet has won the Kipco 1,000 guineas from Prosperous Voyage, and then Tuesday and Zelly, and behind those came Amina.
When you're hot, and James Doyle is scorching at the moment after victory yesterday in Caribus in the 2,000 guineas. He's just made all to win the 1,000 guineas on board Cahet, and the Highclere Thoroughbred Racing Group, the Wildflower Partnership, were giving it some from about 2 furlongs out, and they have lifted her home. And it is a first classic success for George Boughey. In second, a really big run from Prosperous Voyage for Rafe Beckett and Rob Hornby. And third was Tuesday for Frankie Dettori and Aidan O'Brien. 16-1 Cahet is returned. A remarkable performance. George Boughey said that this horse would improve a great deal from the Nell Gwyn, and so she has. Bounced out in front, never sees a rival.
Yeah, it was absolutely bang on, and she's gone with real zip. There was a moment of furlong out, I thought Tuesday was coming far side and thinking that Galileo influence, she'll stay on past Cahet, but she's really dug deep out in front, hasn't she? Very determined game performance. This is kind of her limit, I think. You know, this is where she wants to be over a mile, but they've used her enthusiasm and her pace with the way that she's raced through the early part of the race, and what a weekend for James Doyle. Incredible.
His first British classic success yesterday. Now he's got 2. He's got both guineas. Rode her with confidence, controlled the race from the front, and really nice tempo, and she relaxed.
Yeah. I think on the day, her experience and her course experience and her fitness have all been factors in her winning the Guineas today. She's only just held on, but she's a real professional, isn't she? And she's been here plenty of times before to the Rowley Mile. She ran a lot as a 2-year-old, so she's more advanced in her career at this stage as an early 3-year-old than many of her rivals. And James Doyle has ridden her with that in mind as well. Just gone from the front, known that she would handle the track, and really trusted that she would steer the trip, essentially. And if she'd have failed for that, then they'd have thought fair enough, she's still run a big race. But yeah, I was impressed by how much she found and how well she saw her race out. And well done to George Boughey. I mean, very early stages of his training career. Incredible win for him to have got to this point already. His string has increased in numbers significantly ever since the start of last year. It's grown and grown and grown, and obviously he's proving that he can do it on the biggest stage.
Huge day for him, huge weekend for that man there, James Doyle. Cahet has won the Kipco 1,000 guineas.
Yes, indeed. Well done to James Doyle. Well done to George Boughey as well. 16-1 was the price. Prosperous Voyage came home in second for Rafe Beckett, and Rob Hornby was 33-1. And Tuesday was third at 4-1. Tenebrism, the 11-4 favourite, and 13 ran. Let's have a look at the time. 1:36.55. So that's just half a second outside the Racing Post standard.